Hey, history buffs! Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the most riveting tales from the past. Today, we're unpacking one of the most explosive and transformative events in history, the French Revolution. Get ready for a wild ride through a decade of chaos, courage, and colossal change. If you think you know the story, think again. This isn't your high school history class. Let's get started. It's the late 18th century, and France is a ticking time bomb. Imagine a country where the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and everyone's hungry. Literally. France was broke after spending lavishly on wars, like the American Revolution, and King Louis XVI was not exactly a financial wizard. The people were starving, bread prices were skyrocketing, and the peasants had had enough. But it wasn't just about bread. It was about freedom, equality, and the birth of new ideas. Philosophers like Voltaire and Rousseau were lighting sparks in the minds of the French people. In 1789, King Louis called the Estates General, a general assembly representing the three estates: the clergy, the nobility, and the commoners. But guess what? The commoners, or the Third Estate, were tired of being outvoted by the privileged few. So, they decided to take matters into their own hands. On June 20th, 1789, they stormed out and met on a tennis court, vowing not to disband until France had a new constitution. This was the famous tennis court oath, and it was a game changer. Fast forward to July 14th, 1789. Parisians stormed the Bastille, a medieval fortress and prison that symbolized the tyranny of the Bourbon monarchy. It wasn't just about freeing prisoners. It was about dismantling oppression, brick by brick. The storming of the Bastille became the flashpoint of the revolution. This wasn't just a prison break. It was a declaration of war against the old regime. The revolution was officially underway, and there was no turning back. Out of the chaos, new leaders emerged. Meet Maximilien Robespierre, Georges Danton, and Jean-Paul Marat. These guys were the rock stars of the revolution, each with their own vision of a new France. Robespierre, known as the Incorruptible, was all about virtue and terror. Danton was the fiery orator who rallied the masses, and Marat, with his fiery pen, stirred the revolution from his bathtub, quite literally. But as the revolution gained momentum, it also got darker. The Reign of Terror began in 1793, and paranoia swept across France. Anyone seen as a threat to the revolution was guillotined. And when I say anyone, I mean anyone. Nobles, priests, even fellow revolutionaries. The guillotine became the ultimate symbol of revolutionary justice, and Robespierre wielded it mercilessly. Thousands were executed, including King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette. But power corrupts, and Robespierre himself eventually fell victim to the very machine he championed. By 1799, the revolution had devoured its own leaders, but it left a lasting legacy. It dismantled the feudal system, established the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, and inspired future revolutions around the world. Liberty, equality, fraternity, these ideals transcended the bloodshed and changed the course of history. The French Revolution wasn't just about France. It was a wake-up call to the world that power belongs to the people, not just the privileged few. It was messy, it was brutal, but it was also profoundly transformative. And there you have it, folks, the French Revolution in all its glory and gore. If you enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment below about which historical event you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the past.